She will be fine. If only you let me do the operation by myself. The truth is, she and her family threw me out like I was trash, but I will save her life. Team, she's crashing. I need to operate now. Prep the instruments.
Vitals are dropping. Ready, doctor.
Incision, clamp, monitor her rhythm.
Doctors couldn't save Billionaire's wife until a poor black girl they threw out led the operation. The room was too cold for tears, yet eyes were wet everywhere. Bright lights burned over the silent body on the table. Machines blinked, senior doctors stood frozen, arms folded, sweat hiding under their masks. A brain tumor was pressing like a fist inside Monica's head, and every expert in the famous Lagos hospital had argued until their voices grew tired. No one wanted to touch the first cut. Then a soft voice, steady and sure, cut through the fear. "I will save her. You are all getting it wrong." Heads snapped around. A young black woman stood in the corner near the oxygen rack. Slim, dark-skinned, eyes calm, she was pulling on green surgical gloves as if she had done it 1,000 times. "Who let you in here?" the head surgeon barked. "The door was open," she said. "I heard the plan. It will fail. Stabilize first, then begin." She pointed at the ventilator, the IV pump, the monitor. "You're over-sedating and under-ventilating. Her pressure will crash the moment you drill." Silence. "Who are you?" the head surgeon asked. "My name is Amaka," she said. "Let me help." Months earlier, Amaka worked as a maid for Billionaire CEO Chief Williams Namdi and his wife Monica. She was 28, a young black girl who had seen more hardship than most, twice her age. She woke before dawn, swept stairs, cooked, cleaned. She kept her eyes low, her words small, and her heart clean. Chief Williams greeted her warmly each morning, but Monica watched the quiet young girl with suspicious eyes. One afternoon, Monica made a call. "I don't like her around here. I don't trust silent girls." When she hung up, she called for Amaka. "Pack your things today and leave my house." Amaka did not beg. She said a prayer and walked away from the Lekki mansion with just a small bag. She had no family. Her parents were gone. Her future had once been bright until lies destroyed it all. Abroad, people who hated seeing a young black woman excel had set a trap. Contraband was planted in her bag. A patient was overdosed by a jealous subordinate who blamed Amaka. Her medical license was withdrawn. She was detained, disgraced, and deported back to Nigeria. With nowhere to go, she became a maid, then a hospital cleaner. At night, she slept in storage rooms. During emergencies, she watched from the shadows, remembering her days as a surgeon. Her hands itched for instruments she couldn't touch. So she cleaned floors until they shone like water. The ambulance arrived on a Thursday. 35-year-old female, collapsed at home. The patient's name is Monica Namdi. Everyone knew the name. The billionaire's wife. A CT scan showed a mass. Pressure was high. "Prep for surgery," the head surgeon ordered. They pushed Monica past Amaka in her cleaner uniform. For 1 second, their eyes almost met. The stretcher swished by. Amaka stood in the corridor, her medical training awakening. She closed her eyes, took off her apron, washed her hands, and stepped into the operating theater. Inside, the doctors argued. The plan kept changing. No one could agree. Then Amaka's voice came from the corner. "I will save her. You are all getting it wrong." They stared at her in shock. "Who are you?" "Someone who knows what to do," she said. "Focus on stabilizing first." She gave precise instructions: ventilator settings, mannitol dosage, phenylephrine pushes. The numbers began to stabilize. The anesthetist whispered, "She's right." A nurse fixed a cap over Amaka's hair. Another tied her gown. The scrub nurse held out sterile gloves. They fit like memory. "Who taught you this?" the head surgeon asked. "A long story," Amaka said. "For later." She stepped closer to Monica. "We will do this in small moves. No rush, no panic." She turned to the scrub nurse. "Scalpel." The theater doors burst open. Chief Williams stumbled in, chest heaving. "My wife. What are you doing to her?" His eyes fell on Amaka. Gloves, gown, scalpel poised. "Why is this girl in here? Where are my doctors?" Amaka met his gaze. "Sir, your wife is in danger. If we waste another minute, she will die." "I know what I'm doing." "You, the same girl my wife threw out?" Yes. The head surgeon spoke quietly. Chief, she's right. We couldn't agree on the approach. She stabilized her. Without her, Monica would already be gone. Chief Williams sank into a chair, covering his face. God forgive us. Scalpel, Amaka repeated. This time, no one questioned her. Hours passed. The tumor pressed dangerously against delicate vessels. Amaka's voice remained sharp as steel. The doctors, men with decades of experience, followed her every word. They had dismissed her as nothing, a poor black girl with no place among them. Now she commanded them like soldiers, and they obeyed. Finally, Amaka lifted her hands. It's done. The surgeons exhaled, nurses clapped. Chief Williams rose, tears streaming down his face. I told Monica never to disrespect anyone, and yet the one she cast away saved her life. Amaka knelt beside him. It's okay, sir. I did what was noble, what was human. I couldn't turn away. When Monica woke, her husband showed her the surgery recording. Her eyes widened, seeing Amaka leading the operation with mastery. Amaka? She saved me. Chief Williams nodded. Yes, the one you called worthless gave you back your life. Monica wept. Oh God, what have I done? Bring her to me. When Amaka entered, Monica struggled to sit up. I threw you out, treated you like dirt, and you saved me. How could you? Because, Ma, kindness is not about who deserves it. It's about who needs it. You needed it. Forgive me. I already have. By morning, headlines blazed. Poor black girl saves billionaire's wife after doctors fail. Lagos erupted with questions. Who is Amaka? Monica asked to hear her story. Amaka took a deep breath. I was a surgeon abroad, the best in my class, but I was young, black, female, and successful where some couldn't accept it. They planted contraband in my bag. A subordinate overdosed a patient and blamed me. My license was withdrawn. I was deported. The room gasped. I came back to Nigeria with no family, no life. That's how I ended up in your house as your maid. Then I slept in hospital storage rooms and mopped floors. But when I saw the doctors confused over your case, I had to act. Not because of what you did, but because you're human. The head surgeon's voice broke. Amaka, forgive us. We judged you by your skin, your age, your uniform, not your knowledge. Chief Williams stood. Your story is an injustice I cannot ignore. You saved my wife. I will not rest until your name is restored. I will hire the best lawyers. We will reopen your case. In a London conference room, Amaka's case unfolded. Chief Williams' lawyers presented evidence, CCTV footage of her subordinate tampering with medication, voice recordings of colleagues plotting against her, emails proving the conspiracy. A nurse's panicked call played. We blamed her. We had no choice. They told us it was her or us. The lies unraveled. Then they showed footage of Amaka leading Monica's surgery in Lagos. The room fell silent, watching her calm expertise. An older board member adjusted her glasses. Dr. Amaka, the world owes you an apology. The ruling was unanimous. Her medical license was reinstated, her record cleared, her accusers faced prison. Amaka covered her mouth, trembling as tears streamed down her cheeks. Cameras flashed wildly, capturing the moment the poor black girl was reborn as a surgeon. Outside, she told reporters, "This victory is not just mine. It is for everyone who has ever been silenced by lies." Back in Lagos, crowds lined the streets for Amaka's return. Chief Williams held a press conference. She was treated as worthless, yet she carried the wisdom to save lives. From today, she is family, and Lagos will soon see what kindness can build. Weeks later, a gleaming white building opened. Kindness Hospital. Bold letters shimmered in the morning light. Amaka walked through the entrance as crowds erupted in cheers. Chief Williams and Monica stood at her side. At the microphone, Amaka's voice carried to thousands. I once stood in London as a celebrated surgeon. Then, through lies, I was stripped of everything. I cleaned floors, I slept in storage rooms. But I chose kindness over vengeance. I saved the life of a woman who had thrown me out. And today, I am the founder of the best private hospital in Lagos. She lifted her hand toward the crowd. This hospital is about every poor person who cannot afford treatment. Kindness Hospital will serve the rich and the poor alike. That is the power of kindness. The crowd thundered with applause. Life at Kindness Hospital flourished. At an international medical conference, Amaka met Dr. Kingsley, a Nigerian neurosurgeon practicing abroad. "I never thought I'd meet the woman who changed the meaning of kindness," he said. Their friendship blossomed into love. One evening under the Lagos sky, Kingsley knelt with a ring. "Your story has inspired the world, but to me, you are my heart. Will you marry me?" Through tears, she whispered, "Yes." Their wedding filled Victoria Island Cathedral with joy. Chief Williams walked Amaka down the aisle. Monica held her bouquet like a sister. When declared husband and wife, drums beat and fireworks painted the sky. A year later, Amaka gave birth to a baby boy. Chief Williams cradled him, declaring, "He shall be called Williams after the man who gave his mother a second chance." "I never had a child of my own," Chief Williams said, voice shaking, "but holding this boy, I feel like God has made me a grandfather." Amaka smiled through tears, "And you will always be father to me." Meanwhile, those who had framed Amaka were arrested and stripped of their positions. Justice was swift and merciless. Years later, at Kindness Hospital's 3rd anniversary, Amaka stood on stage with Kingsley and baby Williams. She looked out at thousands gathered. "I thought I had lost it all when lies destroyed my career. But today I stand as proof that kindness can turn ashes into beauty. Kindness gave me back my life. Kindness built this hospital. Kindness gave me a family, and kindness will continue to heal the world." The crowd roared with applause. Amaka bent down, lifting her son into her arms. "Kindness," she whispered into his tiny ear, "is the greatest power of all." And with that, the story of the poor black girl who saved a billionaire's wife came to a glorious close. What is your view about this story? Where are you watching from? If you enjoyed this story, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting stories.